What's up, y'all? This is Rom coming back at you with yet another smartphone couch video. Check out a Goodbar's life on Vimeo. My latest on-demand video, the link for it is in the description box. Yeah, I know I give y'all a lot of free stuff, but you know, I gotta pay for all of this, man. So this is an on-demand video. You can buy it, you can rent it, whatever you want to do. Now, a Goodbar. Now, anybody who's followed me, right? Anybody who's followed me, they know I talk about select and non-select. And then in my book, Nice Guys and Players, I even break them down even further. So in the non-select group, you have the gamesmen. Those guys, they gotta get theirs by any means necessary. They gotta be persistent. But they generally, most women just gonna straight up reject them. You know, most women simply gonna reject them. And even what they get, they gotta be very, very, very persistent. And even then, the woman, she can't get at the top two guys, so she said, oh, okay, I'll deal with this. And then the nice guys, no explanation necessary. But then in the select group, you got the masked men, and you have the Mr. Goodbars. Now the masked men, those guys who got that looks, money, and status thing. Like, and I've always said, people try to put it down, but let's just be real. You do get some if you get that. Only thing is, women generally don't like what the man is or the personality of the man once they get past all that other stuff. Because see, basically, masked men, they got to stay one step ahead of a woman. They got to have some game. They still got to have some game. They got scheme and everything. But you get the top of it, Mr. Goodbars. Mr. Goodbar. Women throw themselves at this man. Women throw themselves. This guy, you know what, women try to seduce him. Because despite what many men think, there are men that women will work to seduce. Now, some guys got to understand it when they say Chad and Tyrone. But honestly, with Mr. Goodbars, the biggest thing is this, how they affect a woman sexually. They basically turn a woman on. Now, if a man's very handsome, he might be able to be a Goodbar. Not automatic, though. And if a man is muscular, he has a better chance of being a Goodbar. Not automatic, though. But then you got some guys who are in that category, and they might have average look, average body, but you know what? They might have some style to them. They know, hey, they got that drip. Some of them got that cool-ass personality. You know, they got that charisma. You know, maybe that they're a true leader. Maybe they got that star quality. Maybe they got it. So, you know, it's different levels. In fact, I'll put another video in the description box when I talk about the Goodbar clans. When I talk about Goodbar clans, just to give you an idea. So, but whatever the case, though, in this on-demand video, I'm going to be talking about just their general life, a slice of their life. And yes, I know I ain't gonna try to pretend. I'm never quite a nice guy, and I'm lazy about chasing, and honestly, never had that money. Like, you could say status at one point, but never had that money like that. So I understand it perfectly. I understand that life perfectly. And what I do is share, give you an idea about it. Now, is it everybody? No, they're a small group. Let's just be real. You know, people, like when people say 80-20, if they focus just on the Goodbars, you could say that general 20. People have a general idea, at least parts of it. And it's like a lot of guys are looking at it from the outside, but give you an inside look. Now, that's to give you some information, but then you got a lot of guys out there, they latent Goodbars. They are latent. Now, I'm very clear on some things, because you got some guys might think they're there and they nowhere near it. They nowhere near it. But it's a different life. It's a different way of going about things. Like the biggest single thing is women work to seduce this guy. Attractive women. They scheme on these guys. Women got that game. Like, I've seen some people say women don't have game. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. So who they go for? They go for that guy who's sexy. First and foremost, because one main part I talk about is like very attractive women. Like all those women that you see, they be on IG, or they walking down the street and they got you look at me, you be like, damn, looking so good to make you ugly. You be like, ah, damn. One of those things. Rest assured, despite so many men putting them on pedestals, there's a man that they want. And I know some guys say, well, it's just the money guy. Well, no, those are acculturated prostitutes. I'm talking about some women, they want to have sex, specifically sex first, before anything else. Like the dude's monetary standing don't mean anything to them. Hence, hobosexuals. Hence these older women go on for some of these young boys. And, you know, we see instances of it. We see instances. You might be in a club or something, or in the office. You might be working in the office. New guy come in, all the women already scheming. They already decided who's going to get the first shot. You know? So I'm talking about it from their perspective. And see, it's not just from my personal experiences. But one thing I peeped, a lot of the guys who hit me up, I put it like maybe 80% of the men who hit me up for consultations, they on that tip. And all I do is just listen to them talking. I know where they at. And usually they just trying to, you know, it's funny. They never even talking to me about getting a woman. It's usually about managing them. It's usually about managing the women or some crazy stuff they just need to talk about because there is some drama there. I don't get too much into the drama part, but I do touch on it. But, you know, because anybody who's dealt with women, one thing, women can, when they going after a man, you see a total different side of them. So I'll be talking about that. And it's a glimpse because even anybody who gets it, either buy it or rent it, there's going to be a part I started to talk about. I say, you know what, that's a separate video. That's a separate on-demand video because that's a major thing in it. But you got to get the video, see what I'm talking about to begin with. But it's just to give you an idea about that life because I'm going to be real with you. Very few people, very, 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 very few content creators even touch on it. Even many that I'm cool with. Very few content creators touch on it. Because trust me, I be looking. I was like, nah, he don't have any idea. He cool. He don't have any idea. Because it's a different perspective. Because like I said, it's not a large group. Because most men, look, this is just a reality. Most men got to have serious game. They got to have serious game. They got to have serious money. I mean, just seriously. Yes, there's some men who can get sex without money, but that's still a small group. So, you know, they gotta look like something. Hey, you can get a woman if you have sex appeal, but if you don't have sex appeal and you don't look that good, seriously. Because even when I talk about average guys getting a woman, the thing is always they got something that turns them on sexually. Something. You know? I've said that consistently. That's why I always say at least build up your sex appeal. You know? And that's my whole program anyway, really. That's my whole program. If anybody will look at my stuff and what I'm actually teaching, I'm teaching you how to turn on women sexually. No matter what I talk about, no matter what, even if I talk about something, don't even bring it up. Everything I'm talking about is telling you how to turn them on sexually. The good bars are those guys who just do it. They either had just a combination of personality, physical appearance, and everything that does it, and that's especially about the personality, attitude towards sex, or they developed it. So I just tell you, give you a glimpse of their life. Like I said, a glimpse. There's a lot to it. There's a lot to it. And in fact, one of the things I'm thinking, I need to really ratchet that up. Because there's a lot of guys, not a lot of channels catering to good bars. So, and trust me, there's still some issues because, well, women are women, no matter what. Not necessarily bad issues. It could be something else. You on a job, you getting harassed. You talking about Me Too or something. Or you get some women with unfortunate looks who's on that obsessed fan thinks he's stalking. So it's always something. It's just different from the average guy. But anyway, the link is in the description box. Definitely check it out. Like I said, for some guys it helps, for other guys it give information, but you know, it's something that's not talked about a lot out here. So anyway, I'll get back with y'all later. Peace and blessings.